other seafood, water, milk, dairy products, eggs, and bread. But take a look at the headline inflation itself. Between January and now, how far have we traveled? Okay, so you understand what we're dealing with. This is the headline inflation. This is how we started inflation in the month of January 2022. This is the food inflation trends. January, that's year on year. Take a look at this. In June 2021, food inflation was 7.3%. Fast forward to June 2022, it's 30.7%. Well, in January, we started with 13.9%. And in July, today, that's according to Ghana Statistical Service, the July food inflation is 32.3%. 32.3%. That's according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Food inflation. But take a look at the headline inflation as well. In January, what was the inflation rate? 13.9. And now it's 31.7. So between January and July, we're talking about 17.8% increase. That has been driven largely by imported inflation. That's according to Ghana Statistical Service. It means we are importing a lot of things. We are importing into this country things that we can actually grow, right? And then also the increasing transportation cost, and then the increase in the cost of production for especially farmers. And I'm going to tell you, because we are in the harvesting season, food prices are supposed to go down. So why are we seeing rather increase in the price of foodstuff? The farmers are saying the inputs, fertilizer, the diesel they use to power their tractors to plow their land, all of that is going up in prices. They can't even get fertilizer to buy. So they are buying fertilizer on the open market. Now, let's look at the food inflation again, that trend between January and now. And I'll establish this. When you go to the market, okay, this is how the prices have traveled. July, 32.3%. And then also in January, 13.9%. Practically. The items in the food basket, this food basket that you see, is you have eggs there. Egg, right? This is the egg. One egg, it's about 2 cedis now, 2 cedis, 2 Ghana cedis, right? If you go to buy this, you can't get 1 cedi egg these days. If you buy a crate of egg, it's about 32 to 35 cedis, depending on the size of the egg. 1 crate. Now, take a look at the list in the food basket. There's fish. Fish. Let's look at the list. There's in the items that have been captured in the food basket, the list of items. There is also fish in there. There are eggs, and then you have other items such as oils that we don't even buy. We are importing all of it. Fish. Look at this. This fish, small fish, right? That fish is 3 cedis. 3 cedis. Now, this fish was selling for about 1 cedi about 6 months ago, right? Here's what has happened. Now, even though your income remains the same, the money that you have in your pocket, the money that you're paid at the end of every month, it remains the same. Because of the change in price of fish, you are having to spend more money to get the same quantity of the fish. And look at the ball of kenkey, so small. This is 3 cedis. 3 cedis, okay? Previously, you were buying this for maybe 2 cedis, 1 cedi, depending on where you're buying it. Now, this is the practical expression of these figures, the inflation. So you can forget the figures. I'm speaking about your reality. This fish, you are buying it for a higher price. This kenkey, you are buying it for a higher price. But the money that you have remains the same. That's inflation. You are spending more money to buy the same quantity of the food for you to be satisfied. Because if you want to buy the same quantity of the food you were buying 6 months ago, you're going to go hungry. Okay? So to be satisfied with the same quantity, instead of spending, say, 5 cedis for this food, 1 cedi, 2 cedis, you would have to spend more money for the same quantity of the food stuff. Egg, 2 cedis. Fish, 3 cedis. This, 3 cedis. That's inflation. Together, almost 10 cedis. You would have been spending 5 cedis about 6 months ago. So you are spending more money for the same quantity of the food you used to buy 6 months ago. That's food inflation. That's driving the inflation now.